Hello everybody, so I think this is the first proper time that you've seen me on this channel, like my face, but I thought that I would do a little video on a recipe on how to make these homemade little biscuit cookie things, treats basically, for your hamsters. So it's really super easy to make, and it's actually Ariel's first birthday today. Hello princess, hello beautiful. So this isn't really something to do with the birthday, however she'll probably get one of these later. And Aurora is currently sleeping, little sleepy head. But I thought that I would show you how to do these anyway, so let's get started. So the first thing that I'm going to do, after I balance you, there, is that safe? There we go. So the first thing you want to do is get yourself 2 bowls. Now we do have more than one of these, but they're being used at the moment, so I have to go with 2 different ones, but that's okay. Then you're probably going to use like a chopping board or just some sort of board so it doesn't get on your side. And then you want to get your hamster's food, so that's Aurora's, it's the Nature's Feast nuggets, and then that is Ariel's, which is the Harry Hamster muesli. Then you want to get some wholemeal flour. This is just the Allison's self-raising wholemeal kind, but it doesn't really matter as long as it's kind of wholemeal. And then you're also going to need some warm water as well, and your teaspoons, tablespoons, that kind of stuff. So the first thing that I want to say one more thing before I do this, is that I'm going to kind of be splitting the ingredients, because I don't want to make 2 batches of the recipe with their different nuggets, if that makes sense, because I'm making Aurora her own ones and Ariel her own ones, just because you have to use, like, you don't have to, but it says in the recipe, I got this recipe off of WikiHow, by the way, so I'll put it in the link in the description box, and I think that's what it's called anyway, yeah, WikiHow, and I saw on there that you can use their food, so I decided to use that food. It's just easier, but you can also use like pumpkin seeds and sunflower seeds in there as well, but I just like to add like an extra teaspoon. And last time that I made these, it was a couple of days ago, not that long ago, I've still got some, but the last time that I made these, I wasn't feeding Aurora her own food. She's had that food before, it's a long story, but I wasn't feeding her own food. They were both having the Harry Hamster kind, which is what Ariel was currently on. But yeah, they were having the same food, so I made the batch just by using this same food basically. It's very, very complicated. But today I'm going to be making their own ones, just because I think Aurora will enjoy it more if it's her own nuggets. Very complicated. Probably don't get what I mean. But anyway, what you're going to need is 1 tablespoon. Oops. You are going to need 2, but I'm going to use 1 tablespoon of the food. That is for Ariel's. Then 1 tablespoon for Aurora's. And by the way, the first time that I made this, I switched the ingredients up a little bit, so it's not exactly what the WikiHow website says to do. And then you want to add 3 tablespoons of flour, but I'm going to do 1.5 in each. So 1.5. There we go. 1 and 1/2. There we go. And then what you want to do is 3 tablespoons of warm water in each as well. But once again, what I'm going to be doing is just doing 1.5. So the warm water I'm just getting from my tap. You can boil the kettle if you want, but I'm just using it from my tap. It does say hot water, but warm water is what I'm using. Make sure that it's warm enough. Oh, it's splashing at me. It's splashing at me. So 1 and then 1/2, which is about that. 1 and then about 1/2. you might find that you might have to add a bit more water to that, depending on if you think, like, if you can't get hold of the Alison's wholemeal one, then the flour might be a little bit different, or if you're making a bigger batch, then you might just have to add a bit more, you know. So yeah, just depending on how you want it to be as well, whether you want them to be a bit tougher or a bit softer. I'm pretty sure in the thing it says to use 3 teaspoons of, 3 teaspoons of their food, which is 1 tablespoon, but I could be wrong. I don't know, but I just kind of made my own thing up. Really, the same ingredients, but kind of made my own thing up. So, oh yeah, I forgot to mention that what I start off by doing is I roll the ingredients that I just showed you into a little ball, and then I pop that to a side, and then I'll do the same with Ariel's mix. I love making treats for my pets more than I like making like baking and cooking for me, like, kind of, because I do enjoy cooking, it's one of my hobbies, but yeah, I don't know, I just enjoy it more. I don't know what it is, I just enjoy it more. So yeah, that's pretty much into a little ball. You will have to add a little bit of water after, what I find anyway. And then what I'm going to do is I'm just going to add another teaspoon of their food, just because it says to add, I think, a teaspoon of their, no, about 2 teaspoons of sunflower seeds, or pumpkin seeds, something like that it was. And then another teaspoon of Aurora's food. Then what I'm going to do is I'm just going to do half a teaspoon each of the wholemeal flour, Alison's wholemeal. And then what I'm going to do is just a tablespoon. And I'll start off with half a tablespoon of warm water each. So a bit less than half a tablespoon each of that warm water. There we go. And then I'll just mix that up. You're probably wondering, why do you need a chopping board? Well, I just decided to get a chopping board because I am going to be making little shapes out of them in a minute. I think I might try and shape it into a heart, but I'm not too sure what I'm going to do yet. There is a lot of other hamster treats that I would like to try for the hamsters. For example, you get like wooden sticks, and then you put them in peanut butter, and then you put like sesame seeds around them, which I think would be quite cool to make them, because I give them the Rotastack Nature's Nibbles treats, which is what I buy for my rabbits. Well, I kind of buy them weekly, but at the moment they've got a lot, so I don't need to buy them weekly. And yeah, just because I like to be stocked up with treats and know that I have them for them. And plus, the gerbils will get them and the hamsters will get them too. But yeah, that's a nice ball shape for Ariel's. But yeah, they're kind of similar thing to that. It's basically seeds, and I think it's honey and carrot in there as well, which is what they have as a treat, basically. I'm thinking what I'm saying here. As a treat is what they have, and I think it will be a nice kind of alternative, pretty similar, but a nice kind of alternative to that. So now that one is more drier than that, but that's okay. I think I added a tiny bit more water to that one, so all I'm going to do is get a pinch of flour. Pinch of flour on there and roll it about. And that's all you have to do, is add a bit more water if it's too stiff for your liking, and a little bit more flour if it's too soggy. And you'll get to learn, it's just like cooking and baking for yourself. You'll get to learn with what you would like the consistency to be for your pets. So there we go, that's all done now. So I've got those separately on the chopping board. right here. So that's Aurora's and that is Ariel's. Her one looks bigger, just because her food is more kind of lumpier, like there's different textures, different shapes and stuff in there. So next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to get a rolling pin. Rolling pin, are they called rolling pins? Yeah? No? I don't know. I don't know now. And all I'm going to do is I'm just going to roll that out just a little bit, like that. And then you can cut them into shapes if you like do what you want. But I don't know. I'm going to roll this back into a ball. I'm being annoying, but I'm going to roll this back into not a complete ball, but a little bit of a ball. And then I'm going to flatten it, and I'm going to make it into a love heart, I think. So I'm going to make that into a nice little love heart. What hamsters do you have? Like, what hamster breed do you have? Or are you watching these videos to be prepared for before you get your hamster? Let me know, what hamster are you going to get, or what hamster do you have, or what pets do you have in the comments down below. Now, I should imagine this will be alright for your rabbits. Obviously use their rabbit food, but I should imagine it will be alright. I've never tried to make homemade treats for my rabbits, so I don't know. Maybe double check first. Double check. But yeah, probably for gerbils and but maybe not for guinea pigs and rabbits and stuff. But that is the little love heart, so I'm very happy with it. That is Aurora's, and then this is Ariel's, which I'm going to shape into a heart. I'm actually going out tomorrow, so I am going to be vlogging. I think I might vlog on the Aurora the Hamster vlogs channel, just so, because I don't know, I think I might vlog on there. I usually vlog on the Albert's Rabbits channel, little shameless plug there, but I usually vlog on that channel, but I think I'm probably going to vlog on the Aurora the Hamster vlogs channel, like tomorrow's vlog, or tomorrow, what's happening tomorrow, so I think I might vlog on there. But what I'm going to do now, I mean, you can preheat it if you want, you don't have to preheat it. I'm just going to put the oven on 150. I don't know what this is. I think it's it's a fan oven. So yeah, I'm just turning that on the wall, and these are our finished creations. So you want to leave them in there for, I want to say, about 15 to 25 minutes, but I could be wrong. I mean, it all depends. Yeah, it all depends really. Let me just reshape that. But it all depends on whether you want them to be cooked a little bit more. When I got mine out before, when I made these, they were a little bit soft, which I thought was kind of good, but they were cooked. They were just a little bit soft, which I think personally is fine. So yeah, I am vlogging today because it's Ariel's birthday, so I am vlogging today, and I'll leave links and iCards to that. But that is everything for this video, and that's how you make these homemade hamster treats for your hammies. So thank you for watching this video, and I'm now trying to get them absolutely perfect. But thanks for watching this video, and these are the finished products. Well, before they go into the oven, that is Aurora's and that is Ariel, so you can kind of see the difference. That one's lighter and less, more kind of textures and things in there than the other one. But these are the finished products that you do get after you have put them in the oven. There they are. These ones are kind of the scraps that I didn't shape last time, and I made one into a star, but it doesn't really look like a star that well. But they are the finished products. That is one of those rotor stack Nature's Nibbles treats that I told you about. And who's bashing the place up? Princess Ariel. Are you messing your place up? Thanks for watching this video, and I will see you in my next one. Goodbye.